Well, that you can slide out.
Yes.
You don't
Right, I
That's
got
freezing.
It is freezing. Yeah, that like seriously froze.
Hold on.
Oh well, we are done.
Hello, folks. How are we doing tonight? Good. To introduce myself, I'm the president of History Club, Justin Wetenhall, and this is your U of M Flint History Club. Tonight we'll be performing a rendition of The Thin Man, The Case of the Goofy Groom, as was performed in 1946 on the radio. You'll have to bear with us with some of our historic or non-historic devices for sound effects, but we're doing the best we can to give you that full effect of what radio would have looked like besides just listening to it. So, if I may, let's begin.
Tonight, we find Nick and Nora at a wedding being held in a fashionable hotel suite in Manhattan. The groom, Arthur Hornsby, is an old friend of Nick's. The bride, Jane, is breathtakingly lovely, a fact which does not escape our hero.
We all gathered here today.
So when do we kiss the bride?
When the ceremony's over, silly. Why do they always mumble the ceremony in their beards?
The minister doesn't like to remind people of the rash promises they made when they got married. Look, Jane's trembling.
I know, poor girl. She's probably crying.
What for?
For the same reason every bride cries.
You didn't cry.
They weep for the groom they gave up. Goon. I meant to, but I was too busy trying to make the justice of the peace remember all his lines.
You knew them better than he did.
I wanted to make sure I was thoroughly married.
And now I pronounce you man and wife.
Come, dear.
But don't I kiss the bride?
Not yet. Arthur told me to meet him in the little room right on the right side after the ceremony.
Why?
I don't know. He said it was important. Open the door.
All I can say is this is no way to treat a wedding, yes? Huh, no one here.
Here they come, darling.
Nora!
Arthur, I want to wish you and Jane every happiness.
Thank you, Nora.
Best of luck, Arthur. And may I?
You mean Jane?
I'd be very disappointed if you did. What are you waiting for, Nick?
Jane, you know I wish you the best.
You don't have to wish so hard, Nikki.
Oh, I didn't mind it, Nora.
You've got a fine wife there, Arthur.
And that's the opinion of an excellent judge of wives, Arthur. But aren't you keeping the other guests waiting? I'm sure they want to congratulate you and Jane.
That's just it, Nora. Arthur's afraid to go out there.
You can't disappoint the girls, Arthur.
You don't understand. We're having some trouble.
Really? What's the matter?
Well, we don't know. Arthur, tell him.
Nick, will you and Nora take their place tonight? It'll be better all around.
But why? I'm not sure I...
Duck, darling!
Nick!
Queer kind of rich they have at this wedding. Those shots came from back there. Someone put a gun through that door and fired.
Did you see him?
No, my back was toward him. I'm going to open the door and take a look.
Where does it lead?
To the hotel corridor. Whoever fired those shots is gone now. Take it easy, Jane. Those shots don't mean a thing unless they hit you.
I'm so frightened. This has been going on ever since we've been married.
But Jane, you've only been married for a few minutes.
That's untrue. Jane and I were simply married 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you jumped the gun.
We just went through this to satisfy relatives and friends. But from the day after our marriage, somebody's been trying to kill us.
No, darling, don't let it upset you. We can only die once. I mean, Nick and Nora will help us, won't you?
Where were these murder attempts made?
The first one was in a room in a small hotel in New Jersey. The second night that we were married, there were 2 more attempts in a small hotel in Vermont.
It's awful. You've got to help us, Nora.
Why should anyone want to kill you, Arthur?
I don't know. Unless it has something to do with all that money that Dad left me. You know, I came to my estate the day I married. I think someone is trying to terrorize me, to extort money or something.
Did you inherit a lot of money?
Well, quite a bit.
What kind of honeymoon can I have if we're always being afraid of being killed? I want a live living husband for my honeymoon.
There, Turtle Love. Nora will keep me alive. Nick, I've worked out a plan.
Yes.
For this honeymoon, you be me, beginning right now.
What?
Nora can put on Jane's Bible veil over her face and rush out. You can turn up your collar, and no one will see how old you are, and you can pass for me.
And Nora can pass for me.
We've reserved the honeymoon suite at the Gilded Towers Hotel. You take that suite, and we'll take your apartment.
Then you can be killed instead of us.
Well, Jane, I don't like being killed.
But Arthur says you've done it so often.
Of course he has. And we'll find out who's trying to harm you. I think it's a grand idea. But I think we ought to change clothes to complete the deception.
All right, the boys can go behind that screen.
Great. Come on, Nick.
I'm not so sure I'm going to like this.
Here's the key to our apartment, Jane.
Here's my bridal gown, Nora. It's zipped to the side. Do you think I'll make a good husband?
Of course you will. You ready, dear? I'm
ready now.
Keep your eyes peeled, darling. If the gunman's in a crowd, he'll follow us, and that'll make it easy to capture him.
Nora, I'm not so sure I can fool anyone into thinking I'm a bride.
Try, darling. Jane and Arthur, you'd better slip out the side door to the corridor.
All right. And thanks a million. Come, Jane.
Nikki, you do look just like a bridegroom. How did you manage it?
I thought of the right thing to keep in my mind, I guess.
What's that?
The mental picture of a murder item, walking down the last mile to the electric chair. Come, dear. Congratulations!
The bridal suite is down the hall, Mr. and Mrs. Hornsby.
Thank you. Come, my caveman.
Yes, honey bun. Aren't you supposed to blush a little, dear?
I've been trying all evening.
Choke a little. That'll make you blush.
All right. How's that?
No good. I just hope the bellboy doesn't get too suspicious.
Here we are.
Come in, Sugarfoot.
All right.
Good gracious. Aren't you going to carry the bride across the threshold? What kind of a bridegroom are you, anyway?
I forgot.
Well, it doesn't do to forget such things. But if you forget anything else, I'll remind you.
Really?
Yes, I know all about being a groom, and what a bride should do, too.
Interesting. How many times have you been a bride?
Never. But I've seen so many couples. You see, the hotel assigns me to take care of the bridal suite. I've made a study of honeymoons.
What's your name?
They call me Honeymoon Harvey. Well, come on now, let's get started. Carry the bride across the threshold.
Okay, Buttercup. There.
You seem like a pretty weak groom to me. Put her down and kiss her. I'll draw the shades.
Oh, never mind.
Madam, are you going to tell me what to do? I know more about these things than you. The shades will be drawn. Shh. There. Where's your luggage?
Our bags will arrive later.
Later. Good gracious. Going on a honeymoon without luggage. I think I'll give you a lecture on...
Never mind, dear boy. Just leave us alone.
Well, now you're talking more like a honeymooner. But I usually leave people alone for a bigger tip.
Don't you have something else to do?
That's how a man celebrating his 20th anniversary talks. You ought to let me give you a few tips on how a groom is supposed to behave.
I'll tell him, Mr. Honeymoon Harvey. Are we keeping you?
Okay, I can take a hint. Well, folks, if there's anything you want, anything I can do for you, any errands you want done, any advice you need, any information...
Don't worry, they'll call you.
You better not, because I won't tell you a thing, Mr. and Mrs. Know-It-All. Good night.
We didn't seem to fool him.
No, he must be a result of a manpower shortage. Darling, what are we going to do about clothes?
We'll phone our apartment and have Jane and Arthur send some over in the morning. Did anyone follow us here?
I didn't notice anyone.
How do you like the way I look in Jane's bridal gown?
You look blooming, dear. Especially since it's a little tight up.
It is not. Are you trying to tell me I'm not as slim and girlish as Jane?
No, darling. I'm trying to tell you Jane is not as charming and attractive as you do.
My Nikki, you make me feel like a real bride again. Come here.
What for?
Do as I tell you and stop acting like a husband.
I wish I could. What do you want, baby?
Just this silly.
Hold me tight, Nora. Don't take your lips away.
Darling, at last you're a groom.
I am not. I'm just being sensible. We're in danger.
What do you mean?
The connecting door to the next room is open. We're being watched by someone. I want to surprise them.
I get it. You think it's the gunman who's after Arthur?
Maybe. I can see the glint of a gun and the crack of the door. Which hip do you prefer to land on?
The right. The left's still a little bruised from last week.
Okay, if the shooting starts, I'm going to push you over. Stay on the floor while I try to rush the gunman. And I'll send some help.
I'm coming, darling. Oh, it's dark in here. Where are you, Nick?
Wrestling on the floor. Turn on the light switch and get out of the way of the bullets.
Ah! Here's the switch. Nick, stop wrestling with that girl and find someone your own size.
Let go of my hand, you're breaking my wrist.
Drop the gun and I'll let go.
Oh, okay.
Get up.
Who's the tomato?
My wife.
Do you train him to go around torturing girls?
Listen, who are you? What's your name?
Bingo Burns, what's yours?
Nick Charles. How'd you get the name of Bingo?
They call me Bingo because I'm a right number.
Why are you trying to kill us?
Because I made a mistake. I thought you were two other people. Look, pal, give me back my gun and we'll call the whole thing off and forget about it.
Why do you want the gun? So you can kill someone else?
Snatch.
A woman?
How'd you guess?
And would her name be Jane Hornsby?
You know too much. I'm getting out of here.
Hey, come back. Nora, stop. Nice work, Nora. How'd you do it?
I tricked her. Cute little number, isn't she?
Bingo.
This next segment of The Thin Man, Case of the Goofy Groom, is sponsored by Lucky Strike Cigarettes. Remember, LMFT, Lucky Strike makes fine tobacco. Official cigarette of our boys fighting for freedom. Let's bring them home.
And now, Act 2 of tonight's Thin Men adventure. Nick and Nora, posing as newlyweds, have just captured Bingo, a cute little number who tried to shoot them full of holes. Nora examines her as she comes out of her daze and tells Nick.
She looks good on the floor. Come on, Bingo. Get up. And don't try and get away again.
All right. Listen, are you Nick the Dick?
Yes?
I heard you're a right guy. I didn't mean to kill you. Honest, I didn't.
Did you mean to kill Jane Hornsby?
I know a woman would understand. Yeah, see, I'm honest. I confess.
Why did you want to murder her?
I got a very good reason. I don't like her. She stole off with the little crook.
Was Arthur engaged to you?
Well, I didn't get around to proposing to him, but we were crazy about each other till she came along. I guess I must be nuts about him. All I want to do is kill her. I love him so.
Were you at the wedding today?
Yeah, I came disguised as a debutante.
Did you try to murder her there too?
Murder a girl at her wedding? What kind of character do you think I am? Did someone try to kill her?
Yes.
Goody. I bet I know who it is. Snaky Simon Stacy.
Who's Snaky Simon?
A snake with pants on. I met him when I used to do my specialty in the cabaret. He's a gambler who hisses like a snake when he talks, and he's a friend of that Jane. She's no lily, she ain't.
What are you talking about?
Snaky Simon. I saw him at the wedding. I saw him talking to Jane in the hotel in Jersey where she stayed when they got secretly married.
Oh, then you've been following Arthur around?
Like a dog. I love him. Like a dog.
Why should Jane be talking to Snaky Simon?
For some sinister reason, I bet.
I'd like to get a hold of this Snaky Simon.
I'll show you where he lives.
Not yet. First, we're going to check the doctor on the story you've given us. Nora, phone our apartment.
All right, dear.
Okay, Bingo. Who are you waiting with?
What are you talking about?
What's your rap? Who's it? Come on, spill.
I got nothing to spill but tears. You got a deep misunderstanding of me. I'm just a poor, hard-working chorus girl who wants her millionaire. But not for money, mind you, for love.
Hello?
Hello?
Nora?
Yes, Arthur.
Nora, I was just going to phone you. Something awful's happened.
What?
Jane's disappeared.
Are you sure?
I went downstairs for a minute, and when I got there, she was gone when I got back. I know what the racket is now. I know why they're trying to terrorize me. They kidnapped Jane.
You stay there, Arthur. We'll be right over.
All right, Nora. I feel terrible. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Nick, Jane's gone. Arthur says she's been kidnapped.
Okay, baby. You go over there and tell him about Bingo.
Where are you going?
To find Snaky Simon. I've got a good idea he'll know where Jane is. Come on, Bingo.
No.
But Jane's kidnapped. They might even kill her.
Do you think Arthur's going to like it if we behave like this?
All right. For the sake of the man I love, I will rescue the tomato I hate. Leave us to part. I guess Snaky Simon is at home.
Wait a second, Bingo. I hear someone coming.
Hello, Snaky Simon.
Hello, Bingo. Who's your friend?
My name's Nick Charles. Can I come in?
You can't, but you can't.
Why not?
Because you're being radicals.
You see the low kind of snake he is.
I know who you are, Charles. What do you want to be?
I want Jane Hornsby.
I never heard of her. Now scram. Ah!
Nick, his shirt's bleeding blood.
Yes, he was shot from the back.
Grab him, he's toppling forward.
I got him, but I can't hold him. Up! Up! Bingo, pull off me!
Oh no, I won't touch him. He's all full of blood.
So am I! This guy weighs 200 pounds. Pull through it! The killer may still be inside. Come on in.
If the killer's still there, I'm staying right here in the doorway.
It's all right, you go. Whoever shot him in the back escaped to the servants' entrance.
Oh, well, you better drag him in.
Okay, there. Well, I didn't expect this.
I didn't do it. I was with you every minute. I'm innocent, absolutely, positively, as innocent as a baby. Innocent, innocent, innocent.
Who said you weren't?
Do you think he kidnapped Jane?
He must have been working with someone.
Do not disturb yourself. I will answer. Hello?
Hello, Chiclet. How's that little investment?
Oh, I'm fine.
Give me that phone, Bingo.
Here.
Hello?
Hello. Is that you, Snakey?
Yes! Me! Who is this?
It's Georgie the German. I hear you got the investment there.
Yeah!
Ask her when we're going to get the dividends.
Dividend?
You know what I'm talking about. What's the matter with you, Snakey? You sound queer.
I got some people here. Where can I see you?
My hotel.
Wait for me. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say, what are you doing with the corpse, Nick?
Going through his pockets.
Huh. There's some money-making angles in this detective record I never even thought of. Do I get a cut?
Here's his address book. I'm just looking up the address of a character named George the German. Huh, this must be it. Hotel Chandelier.
Oh, that place. You have to have a police record before they'll even let you register.
Come on, Bingo, we're going to see him.
Before.
We might find Jane.
I hope she ain't dead, Nick. That man called me an investment. Is that an insult?
No, Bingo. I think that's the key to this whole mess. Remind me to call Nora from the lobby of the Chandelier.
Nora, we should have heard by Jane by this time. Or we should have heard from the kidnappers.
I'm sure Nick will find her, Arthur.
I can't believe that Bingo is mixed up in this. She's a good kid at heart. What a thing to happen on a guy's second wedding night.
I'll take that, Arthur. Hello?
Nora, baby, is Arthur okay?
Yes.
Snaky's been murdered. Listen, innocent room 788 on the Hotel Chandelier. Get there as fast as you can.
All right, dear. Shall I bring Arthur?
Yes, come on.
Goodbye. Come on, Arthur. We're going out.
No, I can't leave here. The kidnappers may contact me. Psst. Oh, that's intermediary.
Arthur!
Jane, darling! Oh, my little fruit fly.
They were horrible, but they got scared and let me go. Oh, Arthur.
Arthur? Jane? We've got to meet Nick. Stop kissing and start breathing or you'll both suffocate. Arthur?
We don't need Nick now. Just close the door when you go out, Nora. My love gun drop.
Tutti frutti.
My neck. Good thought.
I don't know who killed Snakey. And what's more, I don't like you bringing here all kinds of high-class joints into my hotel suite.
Listen, George, I want to know who's the investor.
I'm a strong silent type, especially silent. Don't touch that
I
glass.
was just looking at it.
You'll get it all full of germs.
So that's why they call you George the German.
I don't let my friends call me that.
What kind of deal were you in with Snakey?
Stop asking so many questions. I ain't telling you nothing, and you can't prove nothing on me. I not only kept my nose clean, I'm antiseptic.
Nikki, I rushed over here.
Hello, darling.
Don't kiss her, you dope. You never can tell what you'll catch.
Nora, this character is Georgie the German.
A little crazy.
I am not. And what's more, you don't understand about germs.
Don't you ever kiss girls?
Of course not. You think I want to die?
Okay, Georgie, I think I've got a way to make you tell us what we want to know.
Hey, let go of me.
They do. If you want to get your man back, kiss George.
Ah, no, not
Oh,
that.
shut up.
Who's the investment?
I ain't saying.
Nick, let me kiss him.
Go on, darling. I'll hold his arms. Steady there, Georgie.
Ah, another one. What's going to happen to me?
Something dire, I'm sure.
No, I can't bear it. I can't stand it.
Then talk.
No,
Let's kiss them together, Nora. That'll crack them.
together, this is the end. You win. You win, Nick.
Is Jane the investment?
Yes, Snakey and I put up the money for her to buy clothes and such when she met Arthur Hornsby. We financed her whole romance.
No wonder I didn't win. Nobody financed me.
What was to be the payoff? Were you planning to kill Arthur?
That's right. Then Jane would get his dough and we'd all split.
Where's Jane now?
She's at our place, dear, with Arthur.
What?
She came in a moment after you phoned. I left them in each other's arms.
That's as good a way to die as any. Come on, we better get back there. I just hope we're not too late.
This last segment of The Adventure of the Thin Man, Case of the Goofy Groom, is brought to you by Dapper Dan Pomade. Dapper Dan, for a shine so bright and a hold so tight, your hair will love you for it. Dapper Dan Pomade.
And now for the solution to tonight's Thin Man adventure.
Were you terribly worried about me, Sugar Plum?
I most certainly was, Jane Darling. What are you doing with that gun, Dewdrop?
Just seeing how it works. I'm never going to be with that one again.
Where did you get it?
I packed it in my luggage. It works beautifully, dear. Just like this.
Nick! What are you doing here?
I live here. Or have you forgotten, Arthur? Nora's downstairs. She's got a surprise wedding gift for you. Will you go down and help her with it?
Sure. I wonder what it could be.
Jane, did you ever have your wrist slapped?
Not since I was a naughty little girl. Oh! What's the idea?
That's because you were a naughty big girl. And to get the gun out of your hand.
Just what are you after?
A split on the tape.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Arthur's money. I know who killed Snake.
Do you?
Yeah, and this gun I've got in my hand can send you right to the electric chair. You better be real nice to me, Jane.
That isn't so hard. Nick?
Do we do business?
Anything you say. You're cute.
Isn't that funny? I think so too. Look, I've got a patsy for Snakey's murder. I can use him for Arthur's too.
Who?
Georgie the German. I can frame him with this gun. Why'd you kill Snakey? Because you didn't want to split the tape?
Yeah, because he was impatient and tried to scare me, like when he started shooting at the wedding today.
Well, you better not try to double-cross me. Will you get rid of Arthur when I send him back?
Okay, how much you want?
50% of what you get.
It's a deal. Give me back the gun.
Don't be silly, Jane. Arthur! Nora! Bingo! You can come into the kitchen now.
Dewdrop, how you deceived me.
What is this?
A trap, Jane. We heard your confession. We heard everything you said. We sneaked through the servant entrance.
You see, Arthur, she's a jerk with a heart of dirt. Like I told you, I love you. If you marry me, I won't try to bump you off. I love you, Artie.
All right, Nora. Call the police and tell them to get the bridal suite ready at the headquarters.
Poor Arthur. I bet he'll never want to marry again.
Don't worry. Bingo will console him and change his mind.
She's a cute trick.
Yes, and wrestles well. It's amazing that a boy like Arthur can be such a darn fool about women.
Is it, dear?
Sure. Now you take me, for instance.
The only reason you didn't make a fool of yourself about women is that you did take me.
Why, no. I was always very sensible.
Really? What about the fortune teller you were going to marry because she told you it was in the cards? Or the trapeze artist you liked because she raised herself to great heights? Or the college cheerleader who was always rooting for you?
Oh, well, I was just young.
Yes, and I had to get you when you were old.
Well, darling, I was old enough to know what a wonderful girl I was getting.
Why, Nikki, that's really sweet.
I think so, too. Let me say it tonight.
What?
Good night, Nora, darling. We thank you all for coming out tonight. Do you have any questions about the program presented to you?
I do.
Yes, sir.
The gunshots.
Yes.
They just, how was the little, just in a bag? Or?
Yeah, we just had balloons in a garbage bag. And I should also introduce our cast of performers.
Jen Best.
Shelby Blair.
Daniel Miller. Jason Botz.
Monica Wiggins. Courtney Botz.
Thank you all for coming and have a safe trip home and a happy Thanksgiving.
And happy Thanksgiving to y'all as well.